Hello YouTube, this is Neon. Today I'm going to be doing a product review of Clorox Bleach. That sounds weird to me, but it's been an integral part of my life. Clorox Bleach has made my life more bearable, believe it or not. So, several years ago, just before I was finna get like very broke, I saw this commercial about this cleaning product that you could add it to dishes. It will help disinfect your dishes. It could help disinfect certain countertops. It could get certain kind of clothes very white. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this, a new product infomercial? Like, what is this mess? I think it's going to be this expensive new cleaner. Come to find out, it was Clorox Bleach. It was a Clorox Bleach infomercial. I was rolling my eyes to high heaven like, what is they talking about? So, little did I know I was about to be broke, and bleach was going to become a very important part of my life in terms of washing dishes, disinfecting dishes, and all of that stuff. So, initially I would just buy generic bleaches. Generic bleach of this same size would be like around $2. Whereas at Food for Less, normal price for Clorox, and let's say it's Clorox Bleach. It's Clorox Bleach. Clorox Bleach would be like $4. So I would buy the generic bleach, and I really didn't think twice about it because generic is cheaper. But what I found is that it's actually cheaper to buy Clorox Bleach because the Clorox Bleach is just like more concentrated and it's just way better. So the dilution that I would use of the generic bleach was like 1 part bleach, maybe 3 parts water, or maybe 4 parts water. Something along those lines. 2, 3, 4 parts water to 1 part bleach. And eventually when I went back to work, I was trying to get off of SSI. And so I had a little extra money. I had my income from work, and then I had part of my SSI. So I just decided one day to splurge, and I was like, let me just go ahead and buy some Clorox Bleach, what the hell. So I did, and then with Clorox Bleach, it was like the dilution ended up being 1 part bleach to 11 parts water. So for me, that was crazy. Like, it goes 3 or 4 times longer than generic bleach. So right now I'm finna take y'all in my kitchen really quickly so as to show y'all my situation. So this is my so-called kitchen. It got 2 hot plates, 1, 2, a tiny little sink, and a faucet. And then as you can see, my sink, it's almost 1 hand width, like in width, and its depth is only 6 inches. So it's too shallow to wash dishes normally. I end up having to do dishes 1 at a time. Now, because I'm PO and on SSI and all that stuff, my sponges need to last longer. So initially, I will wash dishes with some kind of a dishwashing liquid, and then I would use the diluted generic bleach. When I started using Clorox, I noticed that Clorox has some surfactant, some suds that build up, and I found that I could actually wash most of my dishes just with a very diluted solution of Clorox bleach, and it would get the dishes clean. If they were extremely oily, then I will resort to using a little bit of dishwashing liquid, but most of the time it's just a one done deal. I use 1 part Clorox bleach, and I mix it in an old I mix it and measure it. As you can see, these little I'm finna try to show y'all with 1 hand. As y'all can see, these little measuring things, I use that to measure. I do 1 part Clorox bleach, 11 parts, approximately 11 parts water. And it's a one done deal. I wash and disinfect, and then I rinse them off, and I have to do all my dishes 1 at a time. My sink, see, there's my finger. My sink's like 2 or 3 inches. I could literally turn my faucet like this, and the water will basically just go right on the floor. That's how tiny my sink is. So if I try to do the dishes normal, I can't. Water splashes out this way because it's so narrow. This is so short. I can't fill it up properly because water will splash unless I do my dishes in slow motion, which is impossible. And then if I get any water here, it leaks through, goes under the sink and makes a mess. So that's why I do my dishes one at a time, and I use Clorox Bleach. My sponges last forever with Clorox Bleach. It's amazing. Initially, Clorox Bleach would eat up my sponges. I was using the same concentration of Clorox that I was using of the generic bleach. And my sponges would turn like, maybe not like cotton candy or whatever, but basically it would dissolve my sponges. And I had to keep working on the concentration until I got just the right concentration so that my sponges don't stink, which they don't, and my sponges, but they wouldn't fall apart. So even with that low concentration, I don't leave my sponges wet with Clorox Bleach because it will still dissolve them. I leave them wet long enough to do my cleaning, which would be the countertops, sometimes the floor, and then my dishes, and then I rinse them out. They never stink. This here, I'm not gonna show y'all the name brand because they might try to get paid if this go viral, but it's a cup cleaner, and it have a tubular sponge, and once that sponge breaks, I think you can buy a replaceable if you could get them, but the replaceable sponges is like $2 or $3. And so what I would do, and then if you buy the whole unit, it's $4. What I would do is I would buy this sponge here, attach it with a rubber band, and then with the Clorox Bleach, this sponge will last months with the concentration I use. Eventually it wears down, but it never stinks. See, I'm sniffing it right now, and it just smells like sponge. It don't stink. So, poor people got to be smart if they want to survive. So that's what I do. And I found that these sponges I could get, I don't remember the name exactly, but I could get 4 for $1 at Food for Less sometimes if they was on sale. Instead of spending $2 for a tubular sponge, I could spend basically a quarter and just use a rubber band. So, take y'all back to my restroom. So, very, very pleased very pleased with Clorox Bleach. Now, oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to close that door on y'all. Now, roaches and such like that, bugs and whatnot, they find food or your body through molecules that are given off. In this case, roaches, let's say food. So one thing I like about bleach or Pine Sol is even if you don't clean perfectly, it will tend to eliminate all those molecules. So I don't ever have to worry about roaches. Yes, I do have to clean very anally, but that's another blessing to Clorox Bleach. Clorox Bleach is my friend. So, I did that. It's a paradox to know that I'm saving money buying Clorox Bleach because, as I said, this damn thing will last me for months and months. They say it's splash free. It's not completely splash free. If I try to do the dilution thing directly into the bottle, since the cap from the bottle that I use on my sink is smaller than this cap, it will splash. I can't waste a drop. So I always pour this into another small cup and then I do the dilution. But with that being said, and I not waste any of this lasts me months. This lasts me so many times longer than the cheaper bleach. So I still save money. Now, I was watching on YouTube something called crime scene investigators. They have to use all of these really like cold water does a body good during the summer in LA. They use lots of cleaners, right? And one of the things he had in his arsenal was bleach. It wasn't Clorox bleach. He actually didn't have a name for the bleach. It just said bleach. But they were saying that bleach, if you mix 1 part bleach with 9 parts water, that it creates a mild acid that will kill nearly any microbe. And that's a similar dilution rate that I use with Clorox. as I said, my experience with Clorox is that Clorox is a much more, I don't know if it's more concentrated or if it's just a stronger bleach than the generic, but I know that I have to use much more water with this bleach, which is why even though I'm just on SSI, I will still fork out to buy 1 bottle of Clorox bleach, because I know that'll be the same thing as buying like 3 bottles of generic. So I know I'm saving money. That's it. So I love my Clorox bleach. Clorox bleach is my friend. It is my friend. Ooh. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, share, comment, commercials, recommend my videos. Do one or more of those things. Thank you. Best wishes.